This is Joe with Cloud First Labs, here to show how to fill out a sample web form using MuleSoft RPA. This is a common use case, and for this common use case, we're going to use just this kind of sample form, example web form, and we're going to have our RPA process fill in a name, email, address, phone number, and comments based on activity parameters set within the RPA. So let's come over here and look at our RPA builder. Look at our activity parameters. You'll see we've got default values passed in here for the URL that we go to, for the name, email, address, all the input. And you'll see we have one activity parameter that we're calling an output activity parameter. That's just going to store the response that's shown on the screen after this executes. So then later down the line, if we set this up as an invocable RPA process, we can provide this response back to the caller of the invocable RPA process. So how do we make this happen? We open up a web session. There's one little trick because this is a Google web form, and Google makes it hard for automated tests to log in to Google for security purposes. So that's beyond the scope of this. We won't get into that in this video, but you'll see we go to the input URL, and then we click to set focus, and then we grab a few XPaths. I've got them set as variables because we do two transactions with this, or two actions with this. So we find the name, and then we go up a few levels, and then we find, from within that great grandparent div, we find an input inside of it. So that's how we find the name. We do a similar thing for the email and for the address. Address is a text area. Anyway, you set up these XPaths, and then you use those XPaths within, a clear name or a clear web element, and also within a click name element. And then immediately after the click, you enter that input activity parameter to fill it in. And then at the end, we are going to click submit. And then we're going to grab the response text from the screen, and we'll pop up a message box that shows that output form response. So let's see this in action. It'll be a really quick run. Okay, so now we see it opened up the web form, and it clicked to get focus, and now boom, we're going to go through, fill in these different values based on those activity parameter values, hit submit, and then bang, you see in the web form, your response has been recorded. That's also what this pops up. So an invocable version of this would be able to see in the activity parameters on the output, they'd be able to see this value. So that is how you fill out a web form using MuleSoft RPA. Thank you for watching.